Today we're replacing a headliner in a 2016 through 2012 Tesla Model S. The first step that you're gonna do is take off these two guardrails. It takes a star screw. Once you get them off, it makes taking this part off a lot easier, but that's the first step. After you do that, you go in here, pop this off, and there's some electrical in there that you gotta disconnect. And the reason for replacing it is the person that owned it before us left a lot of dirt marks and water marks, and it's like that all around. It's all good though, that's why we're replacing it. We're replacing it with black Alcantara. Next, you pop off the airbag tag, and once that is off, there's a 7mm screw that you have to get off, and that just helps dislodge the A-pillar. Okay, and once you do that, it should just pop out like that. Just like that, that comes out. We decided to take the speaker out because I'm gonna keep my old speakers. Had a very, very, very good sound system in it. All right, and one thing I wanna say, when you're trying to put it in, it's gonna be a little difficult, and don't be afraid to bend it a little bit because it will bend back. So the next step, you have to take off the microphone.
There's clips on both sides, so it's better to pull it down and then towards you.
And then you just gotta disconnect the wiring.
Right here and here.
Okay, and this is what it looks like when it's disconnected. Everything that you do, it's vice versa on that side. All right, so next step is taking off the sun visors. We have to pop this off, and underneath there will be a screw. And then there's a T20 screw to remove. So this one was kind of a pain in the butt. You can see there's a hook that goes inside of that hole. So you kind of have to go around the hook. It's like this, towards the driver's side. So you push down and pop it out. And this is what it should look like once you get both of those removed. Up next is we gotta remove this hook. And on the back, there's a little clip and it just pops off. And when it pops off,
ooh, there it goes. Another T20.
There it goes. Up next is removing the rear view mirror. On the back, this should just pop off pretty easily. And then we gotta disconnect the wiring. And this is what it should look like when it comes out. Okay, and then once you get it disconnected, you pop this down. Be careful when taking off the headliner because this is kind of in the way. You don't want to bend it down and break it.
We are going to rotate the mirror 90 degrees and it comes right off.
Then you're removing the Model S emblem from the bottom. It should just pop off pretty easily. You're removing all of that to be able to get to this. That's another reason I'm replacing it right there. Next, you got to remove this T25 bolt. It's going to help you remove this pillar and then this pillar. And then once you get in there, you just fish your hand up through here and pull this out. Uses a little teamwork, but then your B pillar is removed and this should just pop out. And it should just pop off where the seatbelt is. The seatbelt off, you got to pop this off. When you pop that off, there'll be a screw underneath and then it'll let you take out the seatbelt from here. And to get it off, it's a 10mm screw. Once you get it all out, it should look like this. Very beginning of the video, now it's time to get this part off. It's that simple. Didn't record it, but this just pops off. Then you just gotta undo those. Once you get that off, there's two screws that you gotta get off, both T20s. All right, once you get those screws out, the headliner just starts falling down. Now, we gotta get the headliner out. So when you're doing this, you gotta go through a trunk because it's a hatchback. It'll let you get it out, but that's the only way you can do it. I definitely have to say this, so don't be afraid to bend it because afterwards it will bend back into place like it never happened. And here's the new one. Again, please don't be afraid to bend it. It will bend back. Okay, it's in. I'm gonna warn you, it's super scary. And now we just gotta hook everything back up. Do everything in reverse. Fortunately, because we had to replace the headliner and get a complete new one, the person we picked it up from cut the headliner. So we had to take out that entire harness with my old one, take it off, super glue it back on. Kind of a pain in the butt, but it all worked out in the end. All right, black Alcantara headliner finally put in. It was a lot of hard work, but definitely well worth because my goodness, this looks so clean and it matches so well with my black interior. If you guys have any questions about how to install or any problems that you guys run into, please comment on this video and I'll answer all the questions that I see. It was not too bad. If all the VIN numbers match and all the parts are matching, you should be able to finish this in a day. But it's definitely a two-person job. If you try doing it by yourself, it could be difficult. I'd call a friend or maybe somebody else that's pretty handy. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Woo!